When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the USC Trojans, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Terrapins will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside is 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the USC Trojans offense takes the field to start this game off. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to...
Turning it on! That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Oh, he's got a chance.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Back to pass, it's Fox. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Working that wide receiver screen. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. All the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Fitted in the window for the score.
Who needs a field goal when you can get a touchdown? First drive, set the tone, making a statement. Fourth and goal, we are going for it. We are here for all the smoke. Nice job by this offense, capitalizing on the momentum, getting a touchdown to start this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The Terrapins offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Give to the running back. And the Terrapins will move the sticks.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
On first down from their own 22. The running back has it. Got enough for the first. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. Now early.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Takes the easy completion. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, USC. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Caught over the middle, it's Manning. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Polk. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Fox. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Fires to the wideout. It's complete. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The running back takes his track off right tackle here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make...
He's going for a big play downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Give to the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. They'll leave it with him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Softened them up with a run. Now to throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Fakes the grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards.
Touchdown, Trojans! Great job by the back on the option. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Looking for those open spaces, and he loses the ball deep in his own end.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Wants to throw. It's Washington. It's complete to the right. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there.
What the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger, and really out, getting more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
No need to get cute there, especially when they allow you to push the quarterback forward, and they do, and get the first down.
Yeah, the quarterback just does a nice job finding the crease, right? Which side of the center am I going to go? I got to get low to the ground, and I'm going to have my buddies behind me trying to give me a little extra shove to go get that first.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Breaks the tackle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Nice job after the catch by the tight end. Able to make a guy miss and go get extra yards.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Polk. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
To the air. It's Washington. Working that left side now. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
The Terrapins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Austin. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Right on the money. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They'll give it to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Makes the grab on the left. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got his man on the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Off the RPO, complete. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be first and goal. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's Fox. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield very late in the half. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Trojans.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Out of the end zone. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. And what a terrible play. You just can't run back into the end zone like that, and it's going to be a safety. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the...
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
From the gun, running back on the move. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and
breaks into the open. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Trojans need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
He's out of bounds at the 42.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the gun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Brings up 2nd down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Fox. Flips it out in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. With the catch, it's Matthews. And they're able to get him on the ground. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Just keeps swinging it. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. They'll keep it on the ground. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it. First down and more. And the Trojans get enough to move the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back?
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. So the 16-play drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Looking for a man. It's Washington. Got his man on the outside. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. Punt is on its way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy...
Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, USC! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
44, Maryland, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Cooper. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He'll do it himself. Can't get him to the ground. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Shotgun snap on third down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He gets it away from his own end zone. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Fox. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Throws to the wideout. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Drop play, quarterback keeps it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got it behind the line. It's Cooper. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking to throw, it's Fox. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away.
There he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
To the ground with the back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Pressure coming. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Good, right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Give to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
To the air on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Trojans! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Flowers. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sideline. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Terrapins will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Back to throw, it's Fox. Fires left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes a connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Gets rid of it. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play.
And this QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.